What's poppin', fam? Welcome to Don't Touch My Mindset, a podcast that is designed to uplift, inspire, and motivate you, and most importantly, share tools to help you protect that mindset. Yo, I'm super excited to be back. What's poppin', family? How you feeling? I am feeling good. Connected, inspired, focused. Grateful to be with you guys. I'm your host, Jay Chase. Another episode, another mindset. Welcome back. If this is your first time here, please rate, review, follow the show wherever you're listening to the show on. I'm just excited that you decided to spend some time with us. Today's going to be a very mindful and much needed episode. Mindful and much needed. Write that down. That's the foundation that we're laying today, is that this is mindful and much needed. Before we dive into everything, I do want to tell you guys that we will be in California in less than 24 days. The Amplify workshop will be in California July 14th through July 16th. It's a 2.5-day workshop where we're focusing on awareness, mindfulness, purpose, leadership, inspiration, focus, and you. We want you there. And if you're a listener of the podcast, we're giving you a 40% discount. Just type in code 90day growth at checkout. Head over to thejchase.com/event to get your tickets now. They are selling fast, limited spots, but today, all else aside, no more advertising. Today's mindset is all about your reality. What are you building your dreams on? Are you being a dream builder? Are you being a fantasizer? Or are you in touch with your reality? Or are we in fantasy land? Super excited to bring it to you guys today. I think this framework has helped me. This list has helped me when it came to getting serious about speaking, coaching, leading, doing something different in my life than what I've done with the car business. So I'm super excited to bring that to you guys today. Rate, review, share with a friend if anything resonates from this episode. I love you guys. I want to start with a quote that says, "Leadership is merely influence." Instead of asking, how can I lead people? Ask, how can I influence people? Jay Chase. My book's on the way, I promise you guys. We are getting it edited right now, like it's in an editing phase. But I want to ask you a really, really, really important question. When it comes to building your dreams, your goals, your aspirations, everything that you want in life, I want to ask you, are you depending on things within your control or outside of your control when it comes to building your dream? Because if you're depending on things outside of your control to build your dream, you're going to be waiting for a really long time. And I think this is one of the most important questions that I could possibly ask you when it comes to building your dreams. You know, last week we talked about clarity. The week before we talked about ownership. Hopefully you're starting to get the gist of where I'm going with this, is that it's all about your dream and how you handle, leverage, and attack your dream, right? So I want to ask you the reality question. And the reality is, am I depending on factors within my control? Because I'm in control of my dream. If I take ownership of my dream, if I have clarity on what it is that I want, then I have to depend on all the factors within my control. Because the more I depend on something outside of my control, the less likely it is to happen, or that I'll be successful or make my dream become a reality, right? So honestly, I want to break this down into two sides for you today. Fantasizers versus dream builders. I always want to be a dream builder, and I want to teach you how to be a dream builder. But reality is actually the enemy of fantasies, but not dreams. Reality is actually the enemy of fantasies, but not dreams, right? Dreams are tied to hopes and aspirations, but most people want their dreams, but they don't want their reality. But the actual secret formula is that your dreams and reality have to mix. They have to. In order for your dreams to become a reality, your dreams and reality have to mix. See, most people I know have a dream, but most of them don't know how to make their dream a reality. And that's why I'm here today. I'm super excited. So first things first, you need more than just belief for your dream to become a reality. You can't just believe it into existence. You can't just speak it into existence. There has to be work that goes into that. I know I'm a fan of manifestation, prayer, meditation, whatever you want to call it. But you need more than just belief to make your dream a reality. Belief's like the starting point. That's the starting engine. That's where you start in order to get your dream started, right? So I want to break it down and tell you exactly what you need to become a dream builder, and see if you are in fantasy land, see if you are a fantasizer, and we can make that shift to building your dreams, right? So fantasizers rely on luck, right? I hope this works out. I hope this goes this way. I hope this person isn't in a bad mood. I hope. Hope is great to have. Hopes, dreams, that's what I'm talking about. They're great to have. But you can't let your reality be dictated by luck, by outside factors, by things that just happen, right? So what I'm saying is dream builders rely on discipline. They look at where they want to be, and then they reverse engineer how to get there, right? Just like my 90-day personal growth challenge. I believe in 2 timelines, 10 years and 90 days. Whoever I want to be in 10 years, I'm going to do everything in my power in the next 90 days to become that. That's relying on discipline. I'm a dream builder, y'all. Be a dream builder, right? Fantasizers focus on the destination. One day I'm going to be a speaker. One day I'm going to get there. One day I'm going to do this. One day, like they focus on the destination, the end point. Where dream builders focus on the journey ahead of them. It may be uncomfortable, it may be longer than expected, but we focus on the journey step by step, brick by brick, building the dream as we go along, right? And fantasizers cultivate unhealthy expectations for themselves. Now, I really want to break this one down, because a lot of people will, Jay, you got to hold yourself to a high standard. Jay, you got to hold people around you to a high standard. Jay, you can't let this happen. You can't let negativity in. I completely get that, right? But when you set expectations outside of your reality, you're not being honest with yourself. And if you ask any of my coaching clients or anybody who's ever been coached by me, any leader, CEO, I always ask them 2 things. Own your truth as you perceive it. And if you lie to yourself, you'll lie to anybody, right? So let's not create unhealthy expectations, but let's base our expectations on where we're at in reality, right? So dream builders cultivate a healthy level of discontent. Yeah, that was good. I'm always looking for a way I could have did it better. Anytime I get done speaking, I had a phenomenal presentation for the Missouri's Addiction Counselors Association this spring. And I mean, knocked it out of the water, 2-hour presentation. My son was there. It was probably the best thing ever. But right, as soon as we get done, I looked at Adi and I said, yo, what could we have done better? What could the presenter have done better? What did we need to tweak on the content? It's not that I don't believe in myself. It's not that I don't think that the presentation was great. It wasn't that the 98% of people that were in the room absolutely loved it. It was the fact that I know that there's always room for improvement. So I create and cultivate a healthy level of discontent to push me to that next version of me, to push me to the other side of yes, to push me to be just a little bit better, right? That's so when you're being a dream builder, you have to look at what you're doing, see what's working, what's not working, and be willing to adjust the process and what you're doing there, right? Fantasizers minimize the value of their work. Have you ever done that before? I used to be stuck in this place of just minimizing the value of my work. And it was like, oh yeah, there's still so much work to do, or hey Jay, you're doing awesome at the speaking and the podcast. Thanks, but it's just a little hot. No, like I minimizing the work I do. Not fully taking ownership in the hard things that I've done to get to the place where I'm at, and all the work that has to be done with it. And right, when somebody wants to give me acknowledgement about that or validation about that, any type of compliments about that, then I minimize that work. That's a fantasizer. You're not owning up to the steps that you've taken in order to build your dream. So back to dream builders, right? They maximize the work they do. We find out every day I'm trying to figure out how I can get a bunch of wins. How can I win this? How can I win at that? How can I win at this? Like I'm trying to figure it out. So tell me what you need and we'll make it happen as fast as possible. Like, and I'm going to maximize the work that I do, and everything I find to do, I do it with all my might. First principle, biblical principle, right? And fantasizers look for excuses for why their dreams won't work. I promise you, there's people out there who have dreams, hopes, goals, aspirations, and they look for reasons why it won't work. Like, why do you do that? Why would you intentionally find excuses for why I can't do this or why I can't do that? You know how many people just give their power away to other people because they say that, oh, that person's good at that. They may be good at that. What do you have to bring to the table? What are you good at? What can you do in order to move the needle a little bit for what you want to build in your life? Quit giving your power to somebody else to build your dream or build your life. That's a fantasizer's action. So when we talk about dream builders, we lead to action and generate momentum. We don't create inertia, right? We don't wait for something else to knock us around, but we literally lead to action. Take an active self-leadership role in building your dream, brick by brick. Please, that's all I want, right? I don't want, and then fantasizers will have a dream, they'll have goals, aspirations, but they won't tell anybody. They'll keep it to themselves. They'll breed isolation. Like, why are you breeding isolation? Why are you trying to keep everybody out when really it's the person next door to you that's going to take you to your next opportunity, that's going to help you try and get to the place that you're trying to go to, right? Somebody who's a dream builder actually promotes teamwork. They actually try to see how they can develop the people around them. I love it. Fantasizers will wait until something happens. Dream builders go and make something happen. Look, when you make excuses for your dreams, you don't own them. You can't own them. When you're avoiding personal risk to make your dreams happen, you can't own them, right? When you make others responsible for your dreams, you can't own them. We have to embrace the risk as necessary. We have to make ourselves responsible for the dreams and the things that we want in this world to go get them and go do them. Right? Like, there's so much that we have to do in order to prepare ourselves for the next level when it comes to building our dreams. Like, and where you're starting at is just the starting point. That's not the end all be all. Too many people stop before they even get started and they stay in fantasy land. So I want to cross you over from fantasy land to dream builders land, but we got to read the fine print when it comes to making our dreams a reality. Reality is the fine print when you really think about it, right? Nobody ever tells you what the fine print says on the contracts, right? You always got to look with your little magnifying glass and find it out. But the journey will take much longer than you know. I promise you that. The journey will take much longer than you know. There will be many obstacles, more than you can believe. The disappointments will be greater than you expected. The price will be higher than anticipated, and the lows will be lower than imagined. But I truly believe that you can do hard things, and when it comes to making your dream a reality, you have to do it, right? The reality is that when we want something and we set out to go get it, the streets aren't paved with gold. Matter of fact, the streets aren't paved at all. We're the ones doing the paving, trailblazing. Go chase your dreams. Bring them into, bring them in, extract them into reality, right? Everything in this world's been created twice, once in the mind and once in real life. So if you can think it, you can achieve it, like Napoleon Hill said. Make your dreams a reality by crossing over from a fantasizer to a dream builder. Look, I love you guys. I love you so much. Thank you so much for rocking with me. I hope this has been helpful. I hope this is giving you some insights, some motivation, some clarity, but most importantly, some tools, tips, and tricks to help you get to that place of building your dreams and making your dreams become a reality. With that being said, man, catch us back here next week. We got a brand new episode of Pivotal Moments coming up with this weekend, so tap in with us. Please, if anything resonated from this episode, something just hit you, let us know. Follow us on Instagram at TheJChase. or at Don't Touch My Mindset. Thank you guys so much for hitting that support link. The Cash App, PayPal's in the links in the show notes. So thank you guys for supporting the show. It allows us to keep making this content and keep coming at you every single day. I love you guys. Until next time, until next week, stay focused, stay inspired, stay connected, and please, 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 don't let anyone touch your mindset.